Hi, welcome back. This week we're carrying on with our A to Z of wedding planning, and I want to talk to you today about H for honeymoon. So obviously it's after the wedding, but it's often an integral part of your wedding planning because that's when you start planning your honeymoon. So just a few quick tips. So first off, as with the wedding planning itself, do you think about what your budget is for your honeymoon? Are you going to blow the budget, go somewhere really extravagant, or are you going to be a bit more restrained depending on how much you've spent on the wedding planning, the wedding itself? Then think about if you are sort of maybe tight on the wedding, on your honeymoon budget, do you want to consider adding it as part of your gift list? Obviously for many couples these days, they've already got a lot of things in their house, so and it would feel maybe awkward to ask for money, but there's some really great services out there now that kind of let you add that as part of your gift list. They give you the option of having a honeymoon in, and what's quite nice about these services is that guests aren't necessarily just giving you money, they're maybe giving you experiences that you can have on your honeymoon. So like they're buying you a dinner for two, a candlelit walk, a sky view, that sort of thing. So it's quite a nice bit more, they feel like they're actually contributing to something quite specific, which is often quite important, I feel, with gift lists. What kind of honeymoon do you want? Do you want your typical sort of beach, just to sort of let your hair down, stay on a beach for 2 weeks? Or maybe you're not really that kind of couple anyway, so don't feel like you kind of have to be tied into the expectations of what a honeymoon should be. Think about actually what you both really love doing. Maybe you actually quite like sort of trekking and walking holidays or that sort of thing. If you are going to combine two different types of honeymoon, maybe you want a more active bit and then you do on a beach, I would always say have the active part first and then finish off with a little bit of a beach rest. This is probably the nicer way around of doing it. So yes, also think about what there is. Look in brochures, but don't be afraid to look out of brochures. Maybe look at some guidebooks. Maybe there's some amazing places you've always thought you've wanted to visit. That could be really nice and something a bit different. When you come to booking your honeymoon, don't forget to tell everyone you're having a honeymoon. I think you never know what little perks might get thrown in, the odd champagne welcome and that sort of thing. So just absolutely tell everyone you're booking your honeymoon. Make the most of it, I say. Then have a think also where you're going. Have a look at maybe kind of the forecast for that location. For example, you don't want to book a honeymoon to the Caribbean if your wedding is following hurricane seasons or that sort of thing. So do sort of bear that in mind. Also think about, for the ladies here, are you going to be changing your name, or maybe the guys even? So are you going to be changing your name? How do you want to be welcomed on your honeymoon? So think about when you're going to do that. So you can actually pre-change some names and pre-change your passports and that sort of thing. So do you want to do that? In which case, if you are going to pre-change your passport in advance of your wedding, make sure that all the booking does match. So either way, just make sure all your insurance documents, tickets, that sort of thing, passport, the same name is across the board on all of them. And then ultimately, don't put too much pressure on yourself for, oh yeah, this amazing honeymoon, I'm out honeymoon. Much like the wedding day, take that sort of pressure off. Yes, it's going to be an amazing day. Yes, it's going to be an amazing honeymoon, but also think of it actually it's just a great holiday, and actually what it is the first of many sort of amazing shared experiences you're going to have together as a couple. So don't put too much pressure on yourself. Well, there you go. I hope those little tips for booking your honeymoon has helped, and as always, remember to pop any questions below if you have any. Well, have a lovely day. Take care.